I'm Flick Gabay. I'm the Managing Partner of Transcript Partners, a global drug development partnership. I've been in the pharmaceutical industry for more than 3 decades and I've seen a lot of change. And I am seriously wondering what's going to happen next. This year, one of my senior partner colleagues, John Ansell, published a book called Transforming Big Pharma, which largely deals with all the things that have happened in the last decade to pharma. And in these videos, we're going to explore what might happen in the next decade. In the beginning, pharma emerged from the large chemical giants of the late 19th century. Bayer, ICI, Rhone-Poulenc, and many household names that you'd recognise. Everything was done by one organisation, from discovery to distribution and sales, and all within the same company. Many of the tasks then to get the new drugs to the market were relatively simple, repetitive, and routine. Patents introduced with branding in the 1950s resulted in a pricing structure that meant a constant flow of new drugs was the only means of survival for R&D based pharma. At least one new drug every year is generally required even now. In addition, the complexity of risk-benefit assessment has increased such that R&D activities in companies involve huge numbers of people. Mergers between big pharma couldn't possibly sustain the economies of scale for these activities. The situation was further compounded by the fact that new skills in, for example, manufacturing or electronic data management had to be developed and were used right across the whole of pharma, therefore making it no sense to be in one pharma alone. These types of activities of pharma were all spun off into other independent companies. By the end of the 1990s, Big Pharma limited itself to coordinating such activities as strategy, leadership, discovery, development, and the all-important provision of funds. However, increasingly, the attrition rate of compounds dying in discovery led to costs that could no longer be sustained by individual companies. Earlier this year, that's 2013, it was estimated for individual farmers doing their own discovery, this cost could be as much as $12 billion for a single compound reaching the market. To solve the funding and skills shortage in discovery by Big Pharma, enter the biotech pharma sector. This now meant discovery was more broadly funded. Now you could use academic money, public funds including grants, and additional private funds for discovery and early translational work. This has also brought new companies and skills into discovery with considerable success. However, it has also put substantial stress on Big Pharma to manage the transition into phase 3 from the outside biotech companies. However, this cannot be the final solution. Whilst pharma biotech has dealt with the high attrition rate in discovery, unfortunately, the number of drugs that are dying in phase 3 has gone up. A recent survey has shown that up to 50% of drugs that get into phase 3 are failing to get to the marketplace. A number of analysts have suggested that this might be due to trying to be too eager to take drugs into phase 3 or a failure of the underlying science. But I think in our partnership we believe that at least some of these issues lie with the difficulties of dealing with the complexity of drug development when small biotechs hand over the development of the process to large pharma. So drug development is a bit like a temple run adventure game, where as you travel along the course, there are many opportunities for your drugs to die, but also opportunities for you to gather gold prizes. But in order to get to the end, you need amazing powers, skill, and determination. To win, you need incredible experience and skill, but without persistence and determination, as any computer gamer will tell you, you cannot reach the Holy Grail. So what will happen in the future? We have one remaining piece of pharma which has yet to diverge, that of the skill in leadership, strategy, development, and above all, championship. So what will happen in our future and transformed pharma? Will there be further divergence? Almost certainly. There will be further divergence in the model as the need for highly skilled drug developers in pharma increases and they form their own sector. What about convergence? There will continue to be mergers and convergence across sectors for all normal business requirements. But also, we're going to have new companies such as specialty pharmas that combine products and services. These are already emerging. But most importantly, what will drive success? That will be the ability to recognise the skills needed and the ability of the industry to identify the most effective and innovative biotechs, CROs and consultancies. So, what will be the latest group of skills to form a new business unit in pharma? This will likely be the development skills. This would inject more funding and innovation to understanding specialised development requirements. Could firms that specialise in this skill do for overall drug development what CROs have done for clinical trials? So is this possible? Well, Transcript is one of a handful of firms specialising in such skills. In the past, this sector was largely filled by consultants or interims. But as singleton practitioners, they provide the investment needed for this rapidly evolving arena. Firms in this arena require to be innovative, to be successful, driving them to increase their skills, and not just partners practicing what they have done in the past. In the 2020s, Big Pharma will have even more companies than now involved in new drug development. Each sector of the process, including development and strategy, will continue to be highly specialised and skilled. Pharma, big and small, will win by ensuring they choose the best quality and forward-looking vendors and consultancies to support them. This is the first in a series of presentations on the future of pharma. It also has explored how organisations like Transcript fit in. In future presentations, we will cover some of the other activities we get involved in and how they will contribute to the success of pharma as an industry.